Top of the top. Good morning. Good morning. Shout out to everybody that's up. What's up, LJ? I got you later, LJ. You know what I'm talking about. All right. Yeah. What's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Pillsbury? What's up? Shout out to everybody that's up, man. So long as y'all up early and I'm ready, we going. You know what I'm saying? No matter the time. So that's how it is. When I'm ready, if it's 5 people here, 1 person, I'm starting the live. Let's go. We up. Monday, man. Monday always my best day of the week. That's what I like. What's up, y'all? So let's get into it, y'all. We got a few things to talk about. You know, everything is entertainment. Things are going forward. 2026, the summer's speeding up. I can't believe how fast May is. July. I can't believe it's July 20th already. So there you got it, y'all. So school will be back in about 5 more weeks. 4 to 5 more weeks, school will be back. Then that depends on where you at. I think with some of y'all at school might start back the first week of August. See how fast that went? Anyway, we back at it again. Let's just go, y'all. Y'all up. Let's enjoy ourselves. Let's get through this day, man. Let's just go, man. So the biggest event is now over. And that's why it's trippy, because we watching a time lapse. You know, people that been tapping around here, you know, we always ahead. We speak about certain things. So months before, you know, this stuff came, I spoke about how the World Cup is going to be the biggest event this year, this summer. And y'all was able to see it for yourself. You know, all nations came together. All nations were tuned in. This generated the economy. This made the most money for the whole year. This tourism year was the biggest boom. And yeah, yesterday, everybody was there. You know, I don't know if they had to be there. I don't know if they was there clout chasing. I mean, I know I've never saw them watch soccer before, aka football. I've never seen them watch it, so I understand these are also ceremonies and gatherings. So it was a positive day in New York yesterday. You know, they had a certain ceremony set up a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I think they ride the ferry. They rode, you know, they left from Wall Street, got on the ferry, then, you know, go to Teterboro. It's a lot of things they did, but it generated a lot of money. Let's just get into it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's reality, man. It's just what's going on. You know, they was at the game, and what's funny is I caught it live. So I had the TV on when they was there, and I caught it. I was gonna screenshot it, but I ain't get to catch it. Yeah, so they put the camera on them. You know what I'm saying? They put the camera on them, but they wasn't the only ones there. Yeah. So you know, the World Cup was the clout. This World Cup was about clout. They understood it was world fans there. See? And so when you came from around the world, other places, you were able to say, hey, I was at the same game as Jay-Z, Beyonce. Just like they knew it was people from all around the world there. And by them being there, that's a good look for them too. And anybody that was there, it's a good look because it's a world thing. But performance-wise, Jennifer Hudson performed. She did the national anthem for the country. So yes, Jennifer Hudson tore it down. But then it just made me think about what we spoke about before. Like, remember Dreamgirls? People forget that Jennifer Hudson was the star meaning her career blew up after that movie because she sung so good. But yeah, they was there, and y'all know the president was there. So when Jennifer Hudson was singing, they were showing the president standing up, happy, smiling. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. So, and then Post Malone and Ray Sherman came out. They was lip syncing. But we had it, man. So this is what was going on, man. So y'all see for yourself, they was there. It kind of looked like Beyonce drinking some coffee, trying to get right. Looked to me like she might have been kind of tired. I don't know, but she chilling. And y'all see y'all homeboy Jay-Z. And the word is with Jay-Z, he's trolling once again because he got on the Rockefeller chain. You feel me, y'all? So y'all know what's up. Y'all saw throughout the time, people on this channel. You know, y'all saw everybody. Yeah, y'all see everybody going back to gold a little bit, right? Y'all been seeing people going back to gold, but the other day I forgot it was LeBron James. LeBron James had on his Rockaway chain too. Yes, so that's why people finally starting to catch on how LeBron picked Jay-Z over Michael Jordan. Things we spoke about before. but I saw Jason Whitlock talking about it, a couple days ago. Yeah, I spoke about that before. So what I'm saying is, yeah, him and LeBron was tight this weekend because him and LeBron got a lot in common. So if you don't know anything, you've never seen Jay-Z and LeBron hanging this tight. You've never seen Jay-Z, LeBron, Kevin Hart. So like I said, since they all been in certain situations, they've been tighter than ever. But it's not about them being tight. It's just that I said in the end, they all going to stick together because they need each other. That's what I said. You see it all playing out. So don't forget, we're going to talk about a couple things, y'all. So I want y'all to get it's a pattern of events happening. It is not just Jay-Z and Beyonce. I tell you, you must connect everything. So we know what happened to them a couple days ago. Allegedly, somebody out of their mind drove through their gates. But now I must update you on something else that happened. The running back that used to play for the Giants named Saquon Barkley, he now plays for the Eagles. We're going to talk about him because somebody broke in his house while people was home. Then another security breach happened towards Al Roker and that other man on the NBC show, the Today Show. It was a security breach, and a man could have got at them. And it's being said that Al Roker and them going to sue for breach of security. So I want y'all to get, it's been a lot of little weird things happening. Yes, of breaches and security, weird behavior. What people forget. Another thing people forget is, remember, y'all know that woman Savannah Guthrie, right? Y'all see what happened to her mother. Meaning she didn't get her mother back. It's been a lot of weird stuff happening. See, it's been, and people look at it separate, but no, it's a chain of events happening that's just weird. And it's like all these little threats, people getting snatched up, people getting their property invaded. We've been talking about this. So I just finished talking about the property invasion that's been a trend in these security breaches is happening. So, yeah, also asaprocky and them was there, but now they look like them. Told you, it looked like they the junior version. See, for a minute, they was on top for a little minute, but now it looked like they look like the couple they are now. They look second class. It looked like they put them back on a level. That's just what it looked like, man. But in reality, y'all, like I said, for a quick second, Rihanna was over her. Not status-wise, not career-wise, I'm talking about now-wise. So, yeah, y'all got, even if we want to play around and say, okay, Beyonce is the queen of entertainment. But the thing is, that's cool. She's the queen, but she's not, it's not her time right now. Y'all know, what I'm saying? She had her time. So if she's on the throne, you can't do both. You can't be on the throne and performing. So when I say that, for that time she was on the throne, Rihanna had, they was at the top as far as business-wise. I ain't just talking about music. Business-wise, but if we talk about streaming-wise, everybody knows that Rihanna has been the top streamer, meaning it was their time, their turn. They was the big power couple. That's what I mean. They was the power couple of the now, but they took their spot back as the power couple. And now they're back to being like sidekicks. That's how it's looking. And on the street terms, it will be called they sunned them out. All right? They got sunned out. Yes, you can write it down now. Yes, it's a fact. Beyonce has sunned Rihanna. She did. And Jay-Z sunned asaprocky. It ain't nothing new. But that is true, y'all. Beyonce has sunned Rihanna. Now, I'm going to say Jay-Z has something to do with it. No, they sunned her. They sunned both of them. Get it? They made them their kids. Straight up. They did. Y'all see it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And even with this game, because like I said, I had a TV on. It was playing, but I was boring for a minute? It was 0-0 for a minute. So I know they was bored. They got to sit there. The ceremony start early. I think it was like a 2-hour ceremony for the game. I think they was in there about 6 hours just sitting there. They was miserable because damn well they don't watch no soccer. You know what I'm saying? But it was some little weird stuff happening. But y'all see, that's why I say back to reality after the events. It looked like they still recuperating from the party last week. Because I know it wasn't just performances. I'm pretty sure they had a lot of parties last week. And yeah, it was just funny because she got that coffee. And for people that know what that coffee means, you know what I'm saying? It could have been coffee. It could have been tea. It could have been a drink, but I'm gonna say, look to me like she might have had some coffee in there. All right, but anyway, man, this what happened yesterday. People was there, so like I say, asaprocky in them, man. And then it's like since Drake did what he did. Now, also, I could have put on a cover. This could have been an alternate cover, but I couldn't fit everything on here, right? Also, we're going to talk about how, as of now, Clive Davis did not leave his lover a penny. So we're going to talk about that. Y'all know Clive Davis had a lover. Yes, he admitted it. He didn't leave him a penny as of right now. So we're going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about how LIZZO, being that her career is over, we all know around here LIZZO career is over. She's trying to clout chase Drake. We'll talk about that. LIZZO is saying she is now Team Drake. But LIZZO, we know what team you was on before that. Now you Team Drake? Uh-oh. Maybe Drake said he gonna help bring her career back. Anyway, check it out. Yeah, they got Sun, y'all. But this is what asaprocky be doing, man. Hopefully asaprocky get it together, man. I don't know what's going on with this guy, man. I just don't know, y'all. So let's just go. Just showing you after all the things. Also, they let you know, guys, okay, even if somebody did try to break in a home, they're okay. They was there for that camera. Don't get it twisted. They was there for that camera to get that national attention. What else I know? I know they not used to getting up there early. I tell you, Sun is their enemy. So this event started like 11, 12, 2. They was, trust me, y'all. It looked like they didn't really want to be there, but they knew it was clout. That's the clout. They had to get on that national television, y'all. So I'm not even going to play with you. Yeah, they got on that national television. They understand that. They understand viewership. It ain't about being at the game. That's a lot of people there too, but they also know it might be 100 million plus viewers watching. So it's a what? Good look. And y'all know Rihanna, Beyonce now to get right for the camera. Also, something else I've been saying, she been rebranding herself during this whole thing. So even though Jay-Z been performing, if you pay attention, it's also been about Beyonce. Hands free, meaning she got nothing to lose. That concert was free promotion for her. Every picture she taking is free promotion for her. And that's her rebranding. Even, remember, he had the afro. Everybody was talking about it. It went viral for a minute, but it still has something to do with her. Her what? Product that takes it out. Then she put herself in it when it came time to cut the hair. So if you understand as far as this media and attention thing, she's been garnering a lot of attention without having to do no work. Or you can look at it like this. The work Jay-Z is doing performing, she's reaping the benefits. They both reaping it, but yeah, trust me, y'all, it's a rebranding as well. It's a rebranding for both of them. So I just wanted Jay-Z to get fair. I'm the guy that's going to tell you what somebody talking about you behind your back, bro. And what I'm going to keep telling Jay-Z, until he does the interview to address this certain topic, it's going to keep going on. Bro, if Bill Clinton and Hillary had to address this, if the president had to address this, if Whoopi Goldberg had to address this, and many others, you're going to have to address this, sir. And until you do, it's not going to stop. When somebody says your daily reminder, stop right there. Now y'all finally see when I said every day, 24/7, you'll see before the 4th hour hit. You see that say 23 hours in a day? 24 hours in a day, right? Before the final hour, somebody posted your daily reminder. I told them every day since 2024, this stuff does not stop. When I told them I'm not here to take them down, I'm going to tell you what it is. You must give an interview. You must address this some kind of way, not do raps, not do distractions. It's not going to work, Hov. All right? But you can't shut them up because they stop everybody else. You see? So I'm showing you, it's people that be petty every day, and this is my whole point. They know that. They know that. They've been knew it. And that's why I say they dealing with a rebranding, man. And he has to address this, man. I mean, hey, it would be the blockbuster interview. It'll be a natural viral video. It's just what it is, y'all. It's never. So I'm showing you after the show, the glitz, the glamour. This how petty people are. Your daily reminder. So every single day, it's a campaign. That's why I understand they couldn't just sit back no more and let people keep playing with their name. But see, I tell you, you always gonna see this. This is another thing I'm showing you. When they mention this stuff, they don't mention Beyonce, and that's another thing you got to see. As long as this stuff keep going on and on and on and on, even with the Nicki Minaj don't be saying nothing about Beyonce. You see, so it is like a separation. It is like a separation. You get it? Because when they keep going on about the negativity, her name, they don't put her name in it. So that's what I'm talking about when I talk about these 24-hour campaigns. Now, you always want to have your haters and people that say stuff, but every day, y'all, yes. So let's go. Hey, man, I think it could be people paid to try to take them down. That's why I was telling them I don't get paid by nobody. I'm going to just tell you what it is. So, yeah, it was jayz. He was at the game. They was there, but he looked like he was bored because they had to sit in there a long time. And that score was 0-0 for a long time. I know for at least 2 hours. Yeah. So I ain't going to lie. When you at those games like that, you got to get twisted. You got to get your drink on. Word is also that Drake lost 1.5 million. That's the word. All right. So I think once again, Jay-Z was trolling Dame Dash. Yeah, I think that's why he's wearing the Rockefeller chain. I don't know if that's his original or he went and got one made, but he has been wearing the Rockefeller chain. Top of the top, shout out everybody that's up. What's up, y'all? Yeah, y'all expect me up early, right? Yeah. I still haven't watched the match. Yeah. Like I said, I catch it. You know, I had a TV down or whatever, you know, because it was good energy, though. I caught it yesterday, though. It was ceremonies. Burna Boy, Shakira performing. Yeah. It was happy. I mean, yesterday looked like it was a good day for New York. Like, it was looking happy. You know, I'm talking about the whole ceremony from New York to New Jersey. You know, that's what it was. And I think it was doing the ritual. They specifically did like a ritual ceremony where they ride past the Statue of Liberty. Yeah. So they went, I think if I'm not mistaken, they left Wall Street by ferry, like all the players. They left Wall Street by ferry to pass the Statue of Liberty. And then after that, I think they went to Teterboro. And then from there, they drove to the stadium. Yeah, but they had ceremonies yesterday. So let's go. So now I'm gonna show y'all I'm gonna show you this right here. This is what I meant by it was a major branding for Beyonce. So I'm also gonna say, y'all, I think they are in a deal, and I'm pretty sure they ain't do this for free. But yeah, I'm gonna say this whole thing was them working with Yankees. Period. This whole thing was them working with Yankees. You know what I'm saying? This whole thing was a deal with Yankees. Also with Pride Fanatics, yes. Also, yes, Mitchell and Ness, yes. This was specifically, exclusively with Yankees. See that Yankee merch, right? And you know she's not wearing that for free. So I know what happened. Like I said, Yankees needed a rebrand for many reasons. A new generation, a new era. All the new people that came, they need a rebrand. The Yankees got boring. People stopped wearing the merch. I went into that already about the prices of the hats and the fact that a lot of people started to grow their hair out. They stopped wearing hats as much back in the day. So this was a rebrand. And hopefully if Jay-Z start wearing the Yankee hat again, they'll start wearing it again around. Because, see, the Yankee hat always made money in New York, but once that Yankee hat went worldwide, when you go to Georgia, everybody from New York wearing a Yankee hat. And then people from New York that's not from New York wearing a Yankee hat. And it was like that in every state. That's when the Yankees made top dollar. Get it? Plus, you had the Yankee jersey selling and the Yankee jackets. But that hat made money 24/7 every day. So, as y'all all know now, you don't see Yankee hats like that. Just think of the past 5 years plus. Just know, ever since people been growing their hair out, you have not been seeing Yankee hats. Therefore, they got to rebrand. Plus, it's part of the Yankees' fault too, because I'm gonna be honest. Once baseball stopped having a lot of, people that's from here playing, a lot of people stopped watching, and that's why people stopped buying the merch too. But you will clearly see this was a rebrand for Yankees. It was a rebranding for Beyonce. It was a good look for her, meaning she made sure she got the right pictures, and I'm pretty sure they also got paid off this. All right? So that's why I say when you really pay attention, it was low-key about her as well. Trust me on that. Trust me. That's why this was her. The whole hair situation revolved around her. Yes, but they were definitely merchandising. See the dress? That's for the ladies. They were definitely merchandising. They were definitely working. So they got to check off that. I'm pretty sure they did. I don't think they did it for free. But you will see that Beyonce was very strategic at her marketing. But this is what I want y'all to get to. Okay, I spoke about it before. So this is how they stick it to the bloggers, and this is how they stick it to the fans, right? When these events happen, they let all the grainy, dry footage come out, right? The messed up cell phone footage, and then you'll see weeks later, they drop the real footage. See that? That's why they do it. They understand to do it exclusive. They know the fans gonna record their phone, so they let everybody blog about that, talk about that. Then after that's done, then they bring out the real pictures. See the real pictures? So you ain't see these the week they were performing. You ain't see them. They release them later because they let the internet run with the dirty pictures. Yeah, that's why. Remember I talked about bootleg janky. Yeah, they know that. They know this stuff gonna be bootleg and janky. Because they know the fans gonna steal the content, spread it, run with it. So that's the new game they play. Let them get the trash. And then we'll just drop the real footage like 2 weeks or a week later. Yeah. So that's why now YouTube, y'all seeing a concert release. That's how they do it, y'all. You see, they could have been showed y'all these pictures. Nah, they wait because they understand now. They understand, y'all. They smarter. Meaning they know all people want to do is run with their content, run with their camera, but they're going to let you post all them screenshots, all that pre-recorded stuff, and then they drop the exclusive pictures. Yeah. It's like the new bait and switch. But yeah, so you'll see the whole time this thing was going on, she was branding herself. You see the Yankee pocketbook, all that. So yes, they were getting paid. They were working, y'all. They were working. That's why I'm saying she came out 2 nights. She came out. So that's in reality, y'all. The names on it, the reunion. It wasn't just no reunion. It was like a jayz Beyonce event. It was like jayz and Beyonce and friends. Let's be honest. It's just what it was. Period. It was about both of them. All right, because it's just what it is. So it was a smart move. They got it done, and life goes on. All right, back to reality. So yesterday, reality is Jennifer Hudson was the star in real time because she sung the national anthem, and y'all know she sings good. But she was the representative of this country around the world. So, guys, remember, y'all, for those who tapped in yesterday, y'all know what I spoke about yesterday. Okay, Jennifer Hudson represents the new respected. All right? So you see her singing that national anthem. And you know she sung it very well, which means in this situation, it was very important to sing that national anthem with perfection when you got everybody around the world watching, and you must let them know who has the best. Get it? You must let them know who does it the best. So while she's singing, the president, I'm standing up with smiles. All right? So I'll just tell you this. America looked good yesterday. Everybody else looked good too. And it looked like everybody had a lot of fun, y'all. And y'all going to see something else. After all the smoke, after all the darkness that was on the streets of these cities, yesterday was beautiful and clear. It was so beautiful yesterday. That's why I say it. That's what made it even more beautiful because a couple days before that, so yesterday morning, so like I say, it was a ceremony. And the ceremonies had started early. So that's how I knew a lot of them celebrities was up early because I know they had to get there early. But yeah, man, they look like they want to be there. And once again, you'll see Rihanna asaprocky wasn't home in a long time. Look like they haven't all been in Los Angeles in a long time. Ever since the Knicks in the playoffs. Good morning, top of the top. We up. Salute to everybody that is up this morning. Good to see y'all. Who up in here? Who up in here? What's up, Tiger? What's up, EK69? What's up, Sandra? What's up? That looked like Jennifer. Hold up. That just ate her mama's cooking. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You said Jennifer got that weight back on her, right? Yeah, sitting on that couch. And I think Clyde made her lose weight. So being that Clyde ain't here, she probably just regular. I ain't even catch that at first, LJ. Yeah, yeah, she get her weight back. But I told Jennifer Hudson come on every day, y'all. So I told ladies, man, I mean, y'all still, ladies, you will get entertainment out of watching the show because she always got something going on. Meaning it's a modern show of right now with stuff on for women. Period. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, if she just renewed her contract. Sherry Shepherd got canceled. Let's go. So now, being that we talk about Jennifer Hudson, you know who discovered her, or you know what tree she come from, and people forget. To this day, I never watched that movie Dreamgirls, but the word is said she sung the best. It ain't about she sung. We know she got all the awards. She got all the awards. So let's go. Now, here go Clyde Lover, y'all. Clyde was not in the closet at all. Word is, y'all, Clyde did not leave his friend a penny. He didn't leave him a penny. That's the word. He didn't leave a penny. Mind you, Clyde has almost $1 billion and he has a large family, and it's being said they're trying to decide how they're going to chop up the bread. And at this point, he ain't getting nothing. They basically was like, this the word on him. If Clyde didn't leave him nothing in the will, he ain't getting a penny. I'm gonna assume Clyde left him something, but that was Clyde's, that was his mate. Now, I also want to show you how they put bogus news online. You must watch your news, y'all. Also, news is being made with AI. Some people are lazy and they're using AI to make their news, y'all. And a lot of it is bogus. That's why I fact checked, but with this, I already knew. So when it said Clyde Davis 92 million fortune, I'm like, he got more than that. They've been doing that for a minute too. They've been trying to downplay his net worth. Like even like before Diddy went all this stuff, they try to downplay. I don't know why, but this is like a typo. I'm like 92 million. He got damn near 900, 200. He got almost 920 million. But his fortune sparks a family cash clash. So it's being said his family is fighting over the money. Let's go. An insider confided Greg was Clyde's family in every sense, except on paper. That was strategic. That was his little friend. He was part of the family, y'all, just not on paper because they didn't get married. They built a life together, but without a marriage certificate, everything comes down to what's in the will. So there you have it, y'all. You now have it clear. It is the executives that set the tone, and Clyde was not ashamed of himself. Clyde is from the era of a certain era, but this is how it was in his last day. In his last days, he lived with his mate. Ever since he came out with that book, that was 10 years ago. He's been with him ever since then. All right, so they like him young. And when you get older, they don't want you no more. All right? But just know he didn't give him nothing on paper because that was his friend. So let's go. Plus, meaning if he's not in the will, y'all, he ain't getting a penny. So the legendary producer who discovered some of music's biggest names, including Whitney Houston, Aerosmith, is survived by 4 children, 8 grandchildren, 2 grandchildren, and a longtime partner, Greg, who shared Davis' life for decades. Decades. So that means Clyde was actually with him before he announced it. He said decades. So if he said decades, you also can assume how old he might have been when he said decades. That's 20 years ago. So Clyde been with this man 20 years. Which means when he came out with the book, he was already with him years prior to that. There you have it. But the word is he ain't getting a penny right now. So let's see. All right, let's go. Everyone adored Greg, but money has a way of changing family dynamics. A source told Radar Online, people are already asking who gets what. Who gonna get this money? How much we getting? Now, it's a lot of money to chop up. And so in Clyde, when they chop up his money, some of them gonna get 50 million, some gonna get 80 million, some probably gonna get 100 million, some gonna get probably 150. Yeah, it's gonna be a big chop up. Check it out. Let's go. They built a life together, but without a marriage certificate, everything comes down to what's in the will. Greg was Clyde's family in every sense, except on paper. You see that, y'all? That's foul, right? That man been with Clyde all them years, y'all. That man, man. Clyde ain't never married that man. Clyde said, you would not marry into this money. Wow. But he probably took care of it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Now, you got it, man. Questions swirl over Clyde Davis' fortune after music moguls unaliven. Now, the truth is Clyde Davis has 850 million, close to $1 billion. Music mogul Clyde Davis died June 22nd. It wasn't even a month ago yet. At age 94, with the net worth estimated to be as high as 850 million, could be more than that. And Radar Online can reveal questions that are swirling over who will inherit his massive fortune. All you got to know is, too, y'all, Clyde Davis kept all the Whitney Houston money. And a lot of that money, that's where it's from. If he got 800, if he got $1 billion, at least 300 million plus come from Whitney. So that's my opinion. Because she made a lot of money unalive. Yes. What else built that fortune? Biggie. A lot of that money come from that too. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I know Biggie's money. I know Biggie at least 100 million plus. Yes. So let me translate this story for you. Clyde Davis' family going to decide who's going to chop up Whitney Houston money. All right. Clyde Davis' family is going to decide who's going to chop up Aerosmith money, Angie Stone money. Get it? That's what this is about. They about to finally chop up Luther Vandross money. Got it? Y'all got it. Also, Jennifer Hudson in there too. You got it? So, being that y'all know how this game go, being that y'all know now about the masters, the rights, how it pans out in the end, we in the time now where rappers are cashing out, entertainers cashing out. The money travels throughout the generations. The family will also control the music as well. They're probably going to sell that. But y'all all are now able to see how the industry is run and how it plays out. In the end, you now can watch Clyde Davis' family cash out off the works of Whitney, Luther. Got it? All right. Too many to name. Chaka Khan, Prince. Too many to name. Let's go. So, yeah, see, even Jennifer Hudson. She ain't got no masters back. She ain't got no rights. Oh, I doubt that. I doubt that very much. But he paid her good. He made her superstar. And he did bless her. I think he blessed her with that show. I've been noticed that. Like, he put Jennifer Hudson in position to win where she don't have to do music no more like that. That's what that career was about. Get it? So in reality, this was the trick, y'all. Sherry Shepherd was placed in Wendy's spot. But Wendy's real replacement was Jennifer Hudson on a different channel. How you know that? Because in the end, Jennifer Hudson's show was more successful and is still here. Yeah. So let's move on, y'all. Now y'all got it. Clyde is not leaving his lover a penny. Now, excuse me. If he's in the will, he's gonna get something. But as far as being married, family, nope. Hey, is part of Clyde Wealth also Bad Boy? All right. So there you got it, y'all. Oh, let me not forget, who else money is that? Brandy. Yeah, Monica. Yes, that's all that. That's all their money. Let's go. 850 plus million. Now we're gonna get into this part. Rick Ross explains why he did not go to the Jay-Z. Basically, y'all, Rick Ross performed the same exact day as Jay-Z. Rick Ross had performances. And long story short, Rick Ross said he was not leaving his concerts to go to Jay-Z show. And what people don't understand, right? When they were leaving their shows, they were actually disrespecting their own fans. All right? When Jeezy had a residency, people bought tickets. So it's like this also was something, people going to this event, they were doodling on their own fans to go here. Let's count the waves. Okay. Y'all know for a fact that Jay-Z had fans flying in from where? Atlanta, Chicago, Arizona. They flying in. So the same thing go for Jeezy concert. People was flying in. People pulling up to see Jeezy. He canceled, which made people waste money. People got hotels in Vegas. Jeezy gone. See, Usher, they got a concert. Fans, see, I told y'all I told you the joke was always on the fans. It wasn't just so much about they got the fans. So y'all celebrate the fans. Y'all celebrating entertainers pulling up. That's cool. But Usher doodled on his fans. When your fans get all dressed up, get fresh and fly, buy the tickets to come see you. You cancel because you at his show. So Usher did that. Jeezy did that. And I think it's somebody else did it too. Asaprocky did it too. Yeah, Asaprocky did the same thing. They literally were canceling their shows, y'all, after fans spent their money. So Rick Ross said he wasn't doing that. He's not a flunky, y'all. I'm just gonna be honest. He said he's not doing that. Man, he thought about his people, the fans. If I'm trying to get a buzz back with my new album, I'm coming back out. Why the hell am I cancel a show for? No. Rick Ross breaks silence on skipping Jay-Z's Yankee Stadium. But like he said, they got nothing to do with his love for Jay-Z. Ain't got nothing to do with that. It's as simple as this, bro. I got to go to work. You got to go to work, bro. Shit. You know what I'm saying? I got to get my money. So remember when people said they'd rather sit down with Jay-Z and for the dinner instead of the $500,000? The word was, do you want $500,000 cash or dinner with Jay-Z? A lot of people said they wanted dinner with Jay-Z. And people said, man, I want the $500,000. Then Drake put it in the rap. This is Rick Ross showing us. I got $500,000 plus lined up. I'm not missing my plate to be with Jay-Z. Bingo. That's all it was. And like he said, he got love for Jay. It ain't personal. So I gave my opinions on here. A while ago, y'all remember when Rick Ross was acting like a clown. I'm like, bro, you getting tricked. You don't know it. You and Drake got the most features. You and Drake got hits together. Why the hell are you going against Drake? Don't make sense, bro. Out of every rapper on the planet right now in America, you might got the most features with Drake and the most hits between you and Future. Then I'm like, Rick Ross, you got brands. Why are you beefing with Drake? It don't make sense. You got your Bel Air. You got a book. You got businesses. Why are you beefing with? To me, it didn't make sense. It seemed like Ricky was set up. I think Ricky had to, support his friends. I think it was only right. But I told you don't got to promote your album like that. Beefing with Drake, that's going to go backwards on you. Because that's messing up money. Why the hell, guys, why would I beef with somebody I got hit features with that I can always get a check from the rest of my life? I don't got beef with them. My people's got beef with them, but now I'm going to beef with them. I'm going to be the face of beefing with them. Rick Ross, you went harder on Drake than Jay-Z did. That was my whole point. And y'all actually got business together. If I'm not mistaken, I know y'all got at least three bangers together. And you didn't have to beef. You already got your car shows. You already was out the way. You didn't have to beef. So you came online beefing with Drake, and you see things got real messy. For no reason at all. It didn't. And it looks to me like maybe Rick Ross would have derailed the rest of his career. But I think now he's trying to redeem himself. Y'all should know that because Rick Ross doing interviews back to back to back to back. And the thing is, he actually has stuff going on. That's my point. He don't got a beef. But he said, thank you very much for getting a membership. He said he's not, Rick Ross said, y'all, he's not sacrificing his shows, leaving his fans hanging to go support Jay-Z. All right, but he said he still got love for him. And that's just where we at, you know. So thank you, Miss Davis. All right, so let's go. Shout out to everybody that's up on this Monday. So there you got it, y'all. So now let's look. We're gonna look at something, man. We're gonna look at something real quick. So also in the interview, Rick Ross made a statement, something I was talking about the other day, right? He spoke about how he paid $5.9 million for Evander Holyfield's mansion, right? And he said he claimed now it's worth 30-something million. A nice flip. So remember we were talking about how some people buy property, but they don't build it up. And we've been talking about how these rappers, like LIZZO property, she sold it, went for less. We spoke about how Floyd Mayweather sold his property, it went for less. Floyd Mayweather got super jerked. Floyd Mayweather paid $25 million for property, thought he was going to sell it for $44 million, ended up only getting $11.5 million. He got jerked. Now, Rick Ross, you know what he's saying? He's also speaking on, remember how, okay, the joke was Rick Ross cut his own grass. He doing all his own stuff. He got all this money. He cutting his own grass. He doing all this clown stuff. People didn't look at reality. Remember he had the cows, everybody laughing at him? Now, in reality, y'all, if you really, really pay attention, what Rick Ross was doing, he was doing it how it's supposed to be done. Really what he was doing it the old way down south. Get it? You got your land. You work the land yourself. Then a lot of y'all do know about animals on the land. He said he had a plan to build the land up and work it himself. To the point where, as an investment, where I'm going to build it up without having to pay a lot of people, that's one thing. I'm going to do it myself. Also, as a hobby to keep yourself busy. But really, it was saving in economically to help the property go up. See, and a lot he did himself. But my point is this. Actually, now let's look in hindsight how everybody was laughing at Rick Ross. In reality, he was doing what he's supposed to do. He was doing it the old-fashioned regular way. It's my land. I'm gonna work my land myself. I can work my own land whenever I feel like it. That's what he was doing. All right. And he also was showing people. Let's go. Just telling you the truth. You know what's funny though? This is funny. Check this out. This was funny, y'all. Check this out. Ain't it funny how 50 moved to Mike Tyson old house and Rick Ross moved in Evander Holyfield old house? Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson had fights, and Rick Ross and 50 Cent had fights. That's just how stuff be trippy. Shout out to everybody that's up. Yeah, so like in my opinion, like I said about Rick Ross, go back to your boss stuff. All right, you need to just stay in your boss lane because you actually do stuff. You actually do bit. You don't gotta act ignorant, bro. I think you know that by now. I mean, Rick Ross done made it through the storm. Y'all see that? That CEO stuff ain't stop him. He made more money after that. When they try to joke on him for everybody came in for stealing the Rick Ross name from a drug dealer. He made more money after that. So I always tell y'all, who is the joke on? Nah, the truth is Rick Ross is a successful businessman, meaning he showed you how to be after a rapper. That's just my whole thing with Rick Ross. He shows you how, hey, I might be a CEO. Dudes might think I'm a combo, whatever you think. I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm going to do this music. I probably ain't going to make no money these first albums, but I'm going to just keep grinding and grinding and grinding. And that's what I see in Rick Ross. He's a grinder. Got it? So meaning, nothing separate Rick Ross from Jim Jones, Fabulous, Cameron, Joe Budden, they all had the same opportunity as him, and they were signed to Def Jam before him. That's why I say it's no excuse. So that's why they didn't get. My measurement goes back over 10 years ago when people like Jeezy coming up, Rick Ross, and I always have my eye on the New York rappers. Like, yo, they be playing around. Like, yo, when like Rick Ross will bust a move, I'll be like, yo, why nobody in New York ain't busting moves like that? Solo, dolo moves. Okay, they got the juice bar, but they always doing stuff, splitting money. Like, this man making business moves, rallies, checkers. I'm like, that's why I always look at New York rappers like, why they don't make no business moves like Rick Ross? You see what I'm saying? Why they ain't got no merchandise? Like, I would just always look at this stuff. Then I see 50 always got something going on. We already know 50 J and Diddy, but outside of that, I always looked at and couldn't understand how is Rick Ross able to be so successful and do so much, and why nobody else do like him? And then I'm like, how did these guys have all these big ass labels, all these movements in New York City, and they still like? That's all I was saying. So my whole perspective on Rick Ross, I would use him as a measurement for other rappers. Like, damn, Rick Ross got some new stuff out. Damn, why so-and-so ain't got nothing out? You know? So I looked at it. My conclusion was, nah, he was smarter than them. That was my whole thing. I was like, nah, he's smarter than them. He outsmarted them. He's smart for real. Yeah, he outsmarted them, y'all. The smart entertainers will always have their money up. This is what it is. All right, so let's go. Now let's go here. Ha 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 ha. Kai Cenat got them in a frenzy, man. Oh, man. Kai Cenat funny too, man. He's funny, man. He's very funny. They be losing their mind, man, for man. They losing their mind. These streamers, man. These streamers, man. I'm gonna be a streamer. Yeah, y'all, just to let y'all know, I'm gonna be getting to that this week. That's the new wave, y'all. It ain't the new wave. The new high, it's being said, everything is digital now. Everything is different. They say the new high is social media, PORN, and video games. That is the new drugs. If you get that part, you'll get it. All right, so the dopamine, let's get it. So, yo, they going crazy. See, I told you, man, they lose their mind, y'all. Nobody wants to put in the work. They don't get it. To earn a name, you must put in the work yourself. It's called streamer. You can't, they go into a streamer to be a streamer. When I keep throwing a hit, it's called YouTube. You have to stream on your tube and get your own clout. But this what also is a revelation of what I said is finally took in his head, y'all. Check this out. A lot of people, and I'm not talking about Kai Cenat, a lot of people are in deals, y'all, streaming deals. Guess the new thing is, a lot of people are buying people, putting them in a contract. A lot of these streamers and people have managers. They're putting them in contracts, giving them a couple dollars up front, but they work for companies and they must work their butt off. They don't own their channel. I've been telling y'all all of this. But see, I found out some stuff about how it's a company that been giving deals to streamers. And I ain't talking about Kai Cenat. That's a whole nother situation. Yeah, they gave it. Remember record deals, rapper deal, hip-hop deal, music deal? They giving out streamer deals, y'all. I told y'all a long time ago that Kai Cenat is going to be the Diddy of the streaming industry. The boss, the leader, the one to follow, the trendsetter. Bingo. Now, here you got it, y'all. Let us check it out. LIZZO clout chaser. Y'all know Kai Cenat is the clout. He's the clout, which is the bridge to the younger generation. We already spoke about that. And everybody that career was in the trash, washed up, try to go on his platform because he's the clout. All right? LIZZO says she's Team Drake at the surprise OVO package at Kai Cenat Streamer University. She got a surprise package from Drake because Drake has sent her condolences because he knows that LIZZO flopped. I'm pretty sure Drake also know who she was down with. And yeah, it's being said he sent her a package. Yeah, y'all, because Lizzo don't know that we know she flopped and her career been over a long time ago. Yep. So what you watching is her trying to get out of Todd Senate, and I think Drake is trying to help her. Yeah. So I think the plan was she had to go admit she team Drake. Lizzo said she's team Drake. Y'all got it, right? So now y'all see it. She said she team Drake. But Lizzo was around other people. All right. Hey, Lizzo has been to Diddy parties. Yes, she has. And I've never heard her say she was team Drake. But since that career has flopped, and you don't see Lizzo blowing that flute, now she's team Drake. Lizzo, what happened to your flute gimmick? Did that run out? I thought you had talent when you was doing this. I was proud of you. I said, man, she got talent. She can dance. She's not ashamed of herself. She's not ashamed of her weight. She can blow a flute. She got talent. But something happened after that. Top of the tops. Shout out to everybody that's up. Let me shout y'all out in this chat. We all at in the chat. We all at. We live. We live. What's up, y'all? Good morning, Tanya. Good morning. What's up, Dramatic? What's up, EK once again? Shout out to everybody in the back. What's up, Carlos? All right, let's get at it. Let's get at it. All right. So yeah, y'all. She said she team Drake now. She's pitiful right now. She's pitiful. She's never said a word about Drake, has she? She ain't never said a word about Drake. Tell y'all Drake the clout. Either they clout chasing them or they going against them. Guys, this how now I'm gonna tell you why online is so lame. Drake had that hit, that shebang, that's the club banger, period. But if you don't go to the club, you ain't gonna know it. He got a banger right now in rotation. You see, but it's suppressed. Meaning I'm showing you how they know he's the clout. See, the artists know he's the clout right now. Rotation, streams, billboards, accolade, they know he's the clout. So you're going to see what Young Miami said, I want a Drake feature. They know what's up. So you're going to see that Drake feature with Young Miami did not happen. You're going to see it did not happen. And every week I ask y'all on an update. Every week. How's that Young Miami career going, y'all? How's that Young Miami career going now? Honestly. All right? It's a weekly update, like the weather or something. All right, so when I spoke about her coming back out was going to be the end of Young Miami, okay, you got it. Because they was rebranding the whole time, rebranding, taking over the summer. I told you it was a summer takeover. Young Miami is supposed to go on tour. It stops Beyonce performing at Yankee Stadium. No. So I asked you something. Okay, is Young Miami still at the top? Is she still popping that buzz? Did that buzz die out? Yes, it did. And what's the main thing y'all got proof of with that Young Miami song? Young Miami, period. You're going to see them bloggers stop talking about Young Miami. The only one was Shade Room. You're going to see them bloggers stop blogging that Young Miami stuff too. I told y'all, it's certain things you're going to see when you pay attention. You're going to see them bloggers stop blogging anything Young Miami, period. Trust me on that. It's a machine, y'all. You're going to see that Young Miami machine stop. Straight up. But in reality, Young Miami is still played on the radio. And if you go to the club, you're going to hear that song playing. If you go to the club right now, you're going to hear Young Miami, you're going to hear Drake, and you're going to hear Glorilla. With the club bangers, but it's suppressed. What else you notice? Club life is not promoted. See, the secret was a couple weeks ago, Jason Tatum and all of them was in the club and they was dancing to Drake's song and people got mad. The whole club was rocking to his song, Draymond Green, all of them. Yup. People got mad. But they were showing you he had a banger. He got the club banger, but I tell you, it's suppressed. The whole time the Jay-Z tribute been going on, I told you it's been trying to cover up Drake. I ain't gonna say what it's trying to do. In America, they pick and choose. So since Jay-Z been doing his thing, it's all been about Jay-Z and not Drake. But I tell you, in reality, Drake is still winning. In the right now. Hov, Jay-Z solidified his past. All right? They have solidified their past. that they, like I said the other day, if they retire today, they retired at the top, as far as that industry game. But as of now, as of right now, it was Rihanna, asaprocky for a minute. That was last year, but this year, it's not them no more. Now, as far as right now, like I said, it's Drake's turn. There's nothing nobody going to do about it. Just not. Because it's now. So he was already going to the games in Toronto. So you see them at the, I don't know if he was at the game in New York yesterday, neither, I don't know, but you seen him at the game yesterday. But he was already going to the games in Toronto, him, Shea Gilgeous, Alexander. So I'm just letting y'all see LIZZO is now clout chasing Drake. There you got it, man. There you got it. And on top of that, not only that, she clout chasing Drake and Chriseanrock, meaning LIZZO always in the trash. Y'all now watching LIZZO with so much in the trash. She got to try to reach and she got to crawl out. She got to crawl out. You see what I'm saying? She trying, y'all. She trying. No, I told you her career over with. Somebody might have disposed of you, LIZZO. I told her the formula. She was winning, merchandise selling, concert tickets selling out in America. Next thing you know, out of nowhere, she get accused of abuse and all this other stuff. Her career stopped, concert stopped, attention stops. That was it for her. LIZZO, y'all, LIZZO don't have to sell her damn California house and everything. She in a house in Malibu. That house was small. On top of that, y'all, it was said she took like a $10 million loss on her house. That's how we found out they were making bad investments. That's how we found out, man, they wasn't even that smart. So the same thing Floyd Mayweather did, getting cheated on property, she did the same thing. DJ Khaled did the same thing. They were buying janky prop, meaning the property they were buying was not a guaranteed flip. That's why Rick Ross made a point to make a statement. His property was a guaranteed flip. So he was saying, everybody was laughing at him. He paid 5.9, it's worth 30 million. Now, let me show you what I was showing y'all before about how in urban culture, you able to lie 24/7, make up stuff. See that? Rick Ross' house worth 100 million. It never was. See the lies, right? Oh yeah, this is off YouTube. So I'm always repeat to y'all. You have been told more lies in school books. You have been told so much false information. Now, you think all the books y'all say, man, that book fake, man. All that stuff in their lives, that stuff ain't true. Think of every book you said like that. Just understand, everything you've been heading online, you've been reading a lot of fake-ass books. I'm talking about for 10 years plus. Damn near 15 years. So do you now see when I said, in this culture, you are allowed to lie? Same way they can lie in a rap about doing this and that, same way they can lie in the media. Y'all finally get it? Same way they can do a concert and say it sold out and it didn't, and you never know. They can say it was 50,000, whole time it was 20,000. That's hip-hop culture, y'all. What else hip-hop culture? They can have on a big-ass chain fake as hell. That's hip-hop culture. Get it? It's a world of fakeness. This is why I coined it Fantasyland, because it's okay to lie. This is why it's cartoons. Stuff happens that it's not for real. So here you got it. They spread lies on Rick Ross mansion 100 million, but it was never true. He admitted he paid 5.9 and now it's worth over 30. It was never worth 100 million. Bingo. Told you we're in a time of facts. We're not in a time of FAKE news. It is my duty and obligation to give y'all the real news with my dumb opinion with it. Meaning, the news is what's going on north, east, west, and south. The news is what's going on. All right? News has nothing to do with truth. News has to do with what's going on. All right? Opinions is opinions. But within the news, it is truth. But the news is just the news. People get it twisted. News is what's being reported, what's going on, all right? So I'm saying all that. Here's your proof about Rick Ross. All right, they've been lying. They lie. I tell you, they lie, man. That's why when I tell you I don't watch them people like that, I don't scroll. And they're the main reason why I don't want to go back to Instagram. All right. So when y'all can prove to me all them lies, stop being on Instagram and all that, you know, I might go back. I'm gonna go back though. I'm just talking, meaning I have to go back for certain people. But other than that, y'all, no. When I told people over a year ago, stop, don't send me none of that blogger news. I'm saying Rick Ross purchased Evander Holyfield's house for $5.9 million. Here's your proof, which is now estimated over $30 million. It ain't nowhere near no damn 100. Hip hop, you're allowed to lie, y'all. All right, and not just hip hop in this culture. Period. It's not really lies, it's just entertainment. Like the same thing with the name, Rick Ross. Okay, y'all cooking him, man. He ain't a real drug dealer. He's supposed to be a real drug dealer. It's entertainment. I'm gonna be the drug dealer of rap songs. I'm gonna be the drug dealer of rap albums. The same way Rick Ross promoted that, pushed that dope, I'm gonna push these rap albums. That's all it was. Damn, y'all slow. Nobody got on 50 Cent. 50 Cent, that name come from real gangster. Y'all know the story. But see, I'm from that city where I was a youngster when 50 Cent was running around for real, robbing. You just hear the stories of Boogeyman. Right? Meaning, always knew who 50 Cent was before the rapper. But I never looked at 50 Cent and he a fake man. He a fake ass 50 Cent. I ain't never looked at him like that. Because I understood 50 formula. What was his formula? I'm going to be the rapper that's going to jack the industry. That's why How to Rob, I'm going to disrespect all their ass. I'm going to jack. They don't want to let me in the right way. So 50 said, I'm going to come in this game guns blazing like the real 50 Cent. Told y'all don't get nothing, man. Y'all, man, I tell them all. When they started making this stuff reality, that's when they became idiots. Y'all never understood the enjoyment of hip-hop culture, meaning they supposed to be characters. You start taking the characters off the paper. I knew this from when I was young. When Eazy-E came out, said he was 15, we believed it. But we were younger than him. Then come out, Eazy ain't 15, a grown-ass man. Duh, we got it back then. Man, nobody said, man, that's how they doing rap. Oh, so he act like he was young to get the young record sales and get all those young sales. Meaning, that made Eazy-E rap style look bigger than what it was because he promoted himself. They promoted him like he was a 15-year-old rapper, which made it look like he had even more talent. You see, I got that back then. When he said girls on the tip, fellas too, it seemed, and everybody thinking I was only 15. We knew that back then. You see what I'm saying? So I always knew this ain't to be, it's entertainment. So I understood when time went on, no, these men insane. They start thinking these characters supposed to live off the screen. That's why I understood. So they actually thought the characters supposed to come out the TV. See, remember you was a kid and you look at cartoons. Now I didn't do it. Some of y'all did it. You was trying to get the characters out the TV. See? Then when the men got older, they actually did the same thing. They started trying to take them out of the TV. They started trying to judge them outside the entertainment lane. I'm saying I told you that's what made y'all insane. Same thing with jayz. I tell you this the other day, I don't sell drugs, but I sell merchandise like drugs. I sell everything by the bundles, by the boatload. I move that work, them albums, the merch. Right, whatever it is, I'm selling it. That's what it was about. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was about. Entertainment. Y'all want to focus on, man, he sells drugs like that for real, man. Was he really doing drugs? Yeah, he was getting money out so yeah, him and D. Hay was getting money, you know what I'm saying? You know, but that was 80s, early 90s. He been left that alone. They transformed it. I don't sell, being a hustler is a hustler. I sell whatever, cars, whatever. I sell whatever. So that's all it was about. The rap game was based on the streets. So their persona was, I'll sell them everything from the street from a drug dealer perspective. I got these jeans. I'm hustling that. I'm hustling. That's all it was. So Rick Ross was like, I don't sell drugs. I hustle businesses. I hustle. See, this one of my hustles, the car show. I get money. I move work. See, y'all got it twisted. Told you the joke on the fans. See, and that's why part of it is not the entertainer's fault. They know y'all love fairy tales so much, so they just help feed y'all more lives that you love. Keep it interesting so you won't get bored. That's what they do. All right? So this mansion was never worth $100 million. Never. He paid 5.9, which is what I said the other day. The mansions in Atlanta, Georgia, in Georgia, period, you see how you're going to get that good deal. That's this same mansion. If that was in Los Angeles, you know how much that'll cost. If that was in New York, you know how much that'll cost. So if he invested and brought it up to 30, now somewhere else it would be 100 plus. Now I'm saying that because, nah, man, Rick Ross was smart. Him and Jay-Z was smart. That's all it is. Let's go. Now, y'all heard about the other day, the break-ins. Y'all heard about these breaches. This is real things that's happening, y'all. I don't know what's happening. There's been this thing of them getting their property raided. It's been going on for a minute. People like Richard Sherman. People been catching people on camera on their property. They running. So y'all must connect this together. Meaning, you got to look at the big picture. Just this week, somebody out of their mind allegedly drove on Jay-Z and Beyonce's property in the Hamptons. Allegedly tried to break through security. Saquon Barkley used to play for the New York Giants. He's now with the Philadelphia Eagles. He got his home invaded. Yes. He got his home invaded. And he was a good guy. He's a good guy, man. But see, now I get to show y'all what I was telling you before. Some of the things I said. Y'all forget, I'm talking about these people with this money. They forget about all the stuff they posted online, all the stuff they bragged about throughout the years. Everybody knows they have all this stuff still in their house. See? Now, you got to think all these years of advertising and bragging and showing off, now the wolves are coming because they already know what's in these places. You in your house showing off your whole watch collection. You in your house showing all this money. You in your house showing all the designer. See? There you got it. Also, they don't respect the fact these celebrities, what? GPS, Google. The same way you can look up a house for sale, same way you can look at how much they pay for their house, the same way you can Google the house. And this is what's been happening. So y'all so happen with Pooh Shiesty and Gucci, man. That's just one situation. Now, Pooh Shiesty could have got his goons and broken Gucci Mane's house and tied him up. He could have went down different. Now, Saquon Barkley. So I want y'all to see. Y'all know, okay, a couple of days ago, they had an incident. And an incident before that, what people didn't catch was the breach at Yankee Stadium was a breach in security. Then a situation at their house, another security event. Now, with Saquon Barkley, a security event. Their safety is shaky because we know this stuff never been happening. Never. All right, Eagle star Saquon Barkley home raided. Allegedly, his family was still there. So the 29-year-old Eagle star family was still inside as police hunt for a gang. See that, y'all? These are all the things we spoke about. As times get hectic, if people already robbing stores and banks, if they rob a bank, they come to a house, like I said, once they over the property, them cameras ain't going to do nothing. Once they there and they over, you get it? So this has been happening a lot. But now it's getting close. And they get more desperate. Saquon Barkley, y'all. So the key thing you're watching is property invasion, breach, and security. If you're not hearing security done buck somebody ass down, these are breaches. All right? So I'm showing you this because I'm showing you how they're not looking at, yeah, it's 2026. But how long have you been bragging on your Instagram? Hey, did you delete all that stuff yet? Yeah. Guess what else they've been doing? Also giving blueprints to their house, showing their driveways, showing their front yard, showing their gates. So you're not paying attention. See, you could be in your background showing off. You also showing your security surveillance system where it's set at. All these different things they were unaware of. See that? And meanwhile, somebody just studying them for a minute, watching their whole setup, watching. Then they apply the same energy of going in a bank. If they come to your house with the same energy of a bank, you're not going to stop them. Get it? Ain't no bank. You get it. Ain't no alarms like a bank teller. Once they there, they there. So this is what I was talking about, man. Me personally, if that actually happened to them the other day, if that was actually a breach and it got close to home like that, my opinion is they're going to sell that property, in my opinion. Because if you ask me, that property is not safe like that. The distance that house is from the gate and the material of that house was not brick. I think they're going to sell that property, me personally. All right, let's go. Because the way it was too reachable. The Eagles running back is the latest. Saquon Barkley is the latest, most recent as of yesterday. The latest high-profile sporting star to have their homes targeted. We spoke about it the other day. Once again, even Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce got their homes rated. See, the whole thing with them, with this whole thing is if people home or not. So now you see how when Rihanna and them got their homes shot up, they were scared because this is part. It's a lot. That's why it's so much, y'all. Because you got sick, deranged fans coming on their property. Then you got thieves. See? Then you got haters. So actually, this is the time where their security has to be full-fledged. They can't cut no corners. But what's really happening, meaning within that, we're also seeing how they have been vulnerable. They have been vulnerable. Period. Meaning, it's like we're more safe than them. Bro, you ain't in the streets, but they home got shot up. They rich. They home got shot up. You see what I'm saying? Your block didn't get shot up recent. They block got shot up. You see, so I was telling you, they got more money, but right now they dealing with some real issues. You see? Thank you very much. Thank you, Fatima. Thank you, big sis. I missed it. My head I was looking the other way. Okay, so, okay, guys, you might live in the hood, the street. I don't know where you live at, but you see, your neighbor's house ain't getting invaded like that. Anybody in your block house getting invaded? So I'm showing you they're going through it. See, it sounded to me like they got to have armed security at all times. Yeah. Because, hey, the more people suffering, this is what happens, y'all. Like, it was weird. Yo, like when those Malibu fires happened in California, man, them people was rushing to the hills they was rushing to those hills to go through their burnt houses because they knew they had jewelry in them houses, safes. Yes, they were rushing. So the police had to set up big-ass perimeters to block off all that burnt property because the thieves was coming. You know what I'm saying? They was coming to rubble through all that. Yes, man, they've been going through it. So now to show you, this ain't a coincidence, y'all. Check it out. I'm going to show you who else was in a security breach. Al Roker and his partner right here. Check this out. Al Roker been doing some weird stuff, y'all. I don't know what's going on with him, man. Check this out. Craig Melvin and Al Roker now have court order protection following a security breach at NBC's Rockefeller Center studios. The legal action follows allegation that a man entered a restricted area, searched for Al Roker, but he confronted this guy, Melvin, while allegedly using a racial slur. So you see, somebody was able to go on the property and could have did something to him, the one on the right. Breach security, that means he got through some kind of way. He was never supposed to get to that man and talk to him. He looking for Al Roker, but say if that man had a knife or something on him, he could have gave him the business, and that was a breach of security. So you see in a pattern, a breach in security, meaning they are vulnerable. And Al Roker, like I say, ain't no telling who he pissed off. I don't know what's happening, y'all. I'm just giving y'all these patterns to show you that it's something happening to them. Lunatic, this New York. In New York, right here. Man, breaches right here. Weirdo, driving on Jay-Z and Beyonce property. You see, a gang trying to run up and Saquon Barkley house. Man, this all in one weekend. This one weekend. So, all right. So, yeah, this was going on, y'all. So, things is looking kind of bad in certain places. Check this out. Y'all got to be on point for this. Third person, rest in peace, from Legionnaires. A particular sickness in New York City. I've never heard of this. I heard of Legionnaires, but I don't know nobody ever had it, whatever. These are plagues, y'all. Plague's been hitting. Check it out. This right here was like a plague. All that burning smoke that they said was hazardous and toxic, that was like a plague. I know it came from the fire, but it was like a plague. Now check this out. West Nile virus, positive mosquitoes reported in New York City. At the same time as Legionnaires, West Nile circulating. See that? Then on top of that, people was inhaling all that smoke. So like I said, these are plagues. This all at one time, all right? Also, right, anybody that was taking that keto diet, I hope you stop. Widely criticized keto diet studies. Keto diets they slay you. I was dealing with a woman. She told me it was people at her job doing the keto diet. Them same people, she came back and told me, had C19, and they got damn near everybody sick at their job. And they was on the keto diet. If you know what the keto diet consists of, high cholesterol, I know that means you're going to get sick. And I told the woman I was with, I said, she's going to get sick. And she has got sick. You can't take in all cholesterol, man. Man, they were promoting mayonnaise, this, fried, that. Man, where was learned that? TikTok. So check it out, y'all. The ceremony went down. They was there. And like I say, man, my opinion, it looked like Jay-Z was trolling Dame Dash, man. That's what it looked like to me. That, hey, and dang, he got the Rockaway chain on. I think he's trolling everybody that don't got their Rockaway chain. I'm going to be honest, it looked new. It looked like he got it made recent. It looked new. It does. But he had that chain on. I'm also going to say it looked like Jay-Z was bored. Looked like he didn't want to be there. It also looks like Hov was ear hustling in Beyonce's conversation. I'm going to say she was hiding it from the camera, but I also think he was ear hustling. Yeah, I think Jay-Z a dude you can't talk about around him without him listening, man. I think he one of them type of dudes. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Ho, you know my joke for you was called ankle monitor, bro. Yeah, he was like an ankle monitor. All right. Looked like to me, Beyonce had a hangover. They would get drunk at the Hamptons. But now, y'all, it looked like Jay-Z, he wasn't feeling that. He was ear hustling. Yeah, y'all, we up on a Monday morning. What's up? How y'all doing this morning? What's up, man? I'm hollering at y'all in the chat. Yeah, like he was ear hustling. If you don't flush the toilet often enough, it creates legionnaires in the bowl. See, thank you very much. See, I didn't know that. Thank you so much. Tell people I don't know everything, man. Thank you. That's what the chat for. See, I didn't know that. See? That's why I'm glad I bleached my toilet bowl and spray it down every day. Yes. So for people that don't know, it's good to always keep bleach spray by the toilet. Some type, always keep ammonia something. Y'all know old school, keep some daggone Comet because it got bleach. And every day you use the bathroom, just put it in the toilet. So I already do that. But I didn't know that's where that stuff come from. And I get it because that can also mean a lot of people doodling outside. You know, it's New York, a lot of people homeless. People doodling in public places, you know, taking a crap in certain locations. A lot of homeless people using the same bathrooms. Ew, man. Damn. Thank you for that information. I didn't know that. So also while that's going on, you got the West Nile virus allegedly going through the mosquitoes in the same city. Get it? And at the same time, it's people living underground. Yes. Everything y'all saw in the movies is going down right now. Everything. That whole thing, people living underground, all this stuff. It's something like Total Recall. Y'all remember in Total Recall, the difference was they had to pay for oxygen. If they ain't had oxygen, the air was messed up. It wasn't gonna be able to breathe. They had to live underground. The rebellious ones lived underground. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened. That's why also in Total Recall, they show you they had GPS, all that stuff. All the rebellious ones was living underground, and they the ones that when they didn't shut up and they kept being rebellious, they cut their ear off. Yes, they did. So let's go. Air, water, same thing. But back to this, right? They look tired. Y'all know they had a long week, they had 2-3 weeks. They've been going hard. Jay-Z been going hard since the Knicks in the playoffs. He had a breach of security at the Knicks game. They had been working the whole summer. Y'all know with the show come rehearsals. He had to do a lot of stuff with merchandise. He has been working. It's been a hot-ass summer. And on top of that, it's a lot of drama happening. So even, now let's look. The week went fast, right? Now y'all know the closeout for the show was last Sunday. And you was also able to see how they still had the media this whole week. So y'all was able to see they actually took over the whole game. They took over all the media. But I already knew they control media. But like I said earlier, for those who just pulled up, they let everybody online run with the grainy, dirty footage pictures. They know everybody use their camera to take pictures. They know all the bloggers going to have the pictures. They're going to spread the videos. And then they understand now, after the show's over, to release the real footage. See the real footage? So, but I was able to see that this was a merger with Yankees, and they were branding Yankee. It was a vice versa. This was a deal. Tell you what, it wasn't just about them. It was about Yankee. It was about that logo. You see that logo, right? Now I'm asking you this: how long that logo been in your face lately? All right, I got another one for you. In the past years, has this Yankee logo ever been in your face this much? All right, so don't get it twisted. I threw that shot up a day. Nobody is bigger than the Yankees. Nobody. So it was a big thing for Jayz and Beyonce. They're a big couple. They're not bigger than the Yankees. I'm also going to say they made some money with the Yankees. I'm going to say they had a little business merger going on. This was about the Yankees. Y'all don't get it twisted. That's why we kept saying Yankee Stadium, Yankee Stadium, Yankee Stadium, Yankee Stadium, Yankee Stadium. You get it? Yankee Stadium. And we kept saying Yankee Stadium, and we kept seeing that Yankee merchandise. I didn't know they had the Yankee merchandise for the women. Bingo. You got it, woman. So what was we laughing at? Whoa, what did I say was weird? Guys, people was going to the stadium dressed up in Yankees gear. You only wear Yankee gear when you go into a Yankee game. They were dressed up wearing Yankee clothes, y'all. Women got on Yankee hats. You get it? Women got on men baseball jersey. What I'm trying to say is why the woman didn't have on their Yankee dress. Because they were dressing up like Jay-Z, that's why. The woman's supposed to be wearing those dresses. No, that's what made the concert funny, and it was suspicious because people were saying a lot of people was looking suspect with all that Yankee clothing on. All right. Who goes to a concert dressed up like the rapper on the stage? And who goes to the concert we all Yankee down? I thought you go to concert, you put on your finest threads, and the last thing you want to do when you go to a concert is look like somebody else. But when everybody went to the concert Yankee down, it was hilarious. Because they were showing you, man. They were just showing you. They had to show Yankees, we sell merch. We're going to have everybody wear Yankees. So now, if you went to Yankee Stadium, if you went to see Jay-Z on a Rock Nation 30, if you went to see Jay-Z and Beyonce, period, and you was Yankee down, you can now smack yourself. So which one was it, a Jay-Z reunion or a Yankee reunion? Like bro said, ain't nobody having no Rock Nation, nothing. All right, that was for the Yankees, y'all. Don't get it twisted. Hey, the same reason why y'all got on Jay-Z For the NFL, maybe it's the same exact thing with the Yankees. Maybe the urban community stopped wearing Yankee clothing like they used to. So now we must let them know we have new Yankee apparel just for them. Who's that? The urban community. That's who. Right? The money. He might have got paid by Yankee, and he said, I'll help you move it. I'll do it. We'll take the money. We got you. You see what I'm saying? They might have got a couple mil for this real quick. Why I say that? Because when he was at the game right here, he still was Yankee down. So Dame Dash asked the question. He said, I wonder if he's going to be wearing Yankee for a minute. And if I'm not mistaken, that looks like a Yankee Fanatics hat, which is Mr. Michael Rubin. Mr. Michael Rubin is Fanatics. So you see it right here. At the World Cup game, a week after this event, he's still wearing a Yankee because it's probably in the contract. They getting paid. So there you go, ladies. You go a nice Yankee outfit, especially if you're from New York. See, some of the woman was supposed to have on a Yankee fitted with that outfit. But no, Beyonce gonna wear it first. You ain't gonna get that's what y'all ain't getting. You ain't wearing that to no Jay-Z concert first. No. She gonna wear it, then you gonna wear it. Got it? All right. No, woman, when you go to see Jay-Z, you gonna have on a big ass Derek Jeter jersey. You gonna have on a big, yeah, you ain't gonna have that after she wear it. You got it? All right. Now y'all go buy it. Because Beyonce knew if certain women would have wore it to the concert and they would have saw them pictures, it would have ruined the dress. So that's why she had to post it later. Let's go, all right? So like I said earlier, if you pay attention, this whole event was also about Beyonce rebranding. Meaning it's all going to her favor as well. So don't get it twisted. I caught this live during the World Cup. This is before, this is before the ceremony started and all that. They put that camera on Beyonce. Don't get it twisted. Beyonce and Jay-Z. But they had to get Beyonce on that camera. She's a world figure. Now, on a world scale, she's bigger than Jay-Z. Those are just the facts. Jay-Z got America locked down. Jay-Z definitely got New York locked down. But around the world, when it comes to them two, it's her. World Cup around the world. They understood it was, I got to get the exact number, but I know for a fact it was over 100 million viewers. Yes. But Jennifer Hudson got the shine. Post Malone, they was the ones performing. So, for some of y'all know the president, all of them was there. Jennifer Hudson performed in front of the president, in front of everybody. But she did a good job. And other than that, everybody else was spectators. They were looking bored, y'all. They looked like they were just sitting there. They looked like they always there for the clout, y'all. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. They understood this is a big world event, and they all looked like they was there for that camera. Period. Now, I didn't see them on the camera live. They might have been, but they showed Jay-Z and them and many others. They were there for that clout, y'all. They like they was bored. How we know that? America has a soccer team. You have never seen Americans support no American soccer team, now have you? So you now got it how they are clout chasers. Wherever that camera at, wherever them numbers at, that's where they gonna be at. See? All right. Tell you that's how it all. It's a big cycle. See, you gonna pay to see them, and then they gonna pay to see the World Cup. You see how the money flows? Yeah. Those tickets probably was, I think it was like a minimum 10 grand, something like that. See, you're gonna pay to see them, and then they're gonna pay to see this show. See, they don't just get them for free, they gotta pay. when they on them Knicks floor seats, they gotta pay. Unless you in with the owner, you have to pay. And they pay and go for the clout. See, Jennifer Hudson, they had to pay, she performed. They have to pay. Period. So like I say, you pay to see them, but then they're going to pay to see somebody else. It's just a game, y'all, in a cycle. Because they know that's big clout, big clout, big clout. Viewers watching all around the world. So they understood that was good, free promotion, but they paid for them seats, which means they paid for that spot. Meanwhile, Beyonce was going to get that camera anyway. And you're going to see promotion. What's the promotion? Well, this had nothing to do with Yankee Stadium. This was a World Cup event, but you will see Jay-Z was dripping in that Yankee apparel at the game because he's still promoting Yankees. Now, he also was smart enough to promote his own brand, and that's why he has on the Rockefeller chain. A rebranding. Then another thing a lot of y'all might not get, he still has Rock Nation, but maybe he's trying to get away from Rock Nation. Meaning, maybe he's not, maybe he's just focusing on other things right now. Maybe he's focusing on just rebranding himself again. All right? Maybe so, y'all. I also saw, if I'm not mistaken, Desiree Perez was there too. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I seen that in one of them pictures. So this is what asaprocky been doing, y'all. Meaning, y'all now got it that like asaprocky and Rihanna not the favorite couple no more, man. They not. They was in position, but like I said earlier, for those who just pulled up, y'all all have to prove now that Beyonce officially sunned Rihanna. She sunned her. All right. They are now their children. The same way Jay-Z called, they posted how Megan is Jay-Z goddaughter. Y'all all have the facts. They have sunned them out. Yes. Jay-Z has sunned asaprocky and Beyonce has sunned Rihanna. They back in their place, y'all. They look like they just want to go home. They ain't been home in a long time. They've been to Met Gala events. That was a long time ago, y'all. They've been in New York a long time, since Met Gala, since the Knicks. Yes, they have not been. No. They look like look like asaprocky be trying to put on them fake ass smiles, but Rihanna like she's tired of this crap, like she want to go home. All right. But we talk, see, even though their house, might have had problems from a lunatic, the same exact thing happened to them. It's just that their house did not get bullets, but their property got violated. Once anybody steps on your property, your porch, ring your doorbell, and you don't know them, that's a violation. So they have been violated, just in a different way, not as drastic. It's a state of comfortability going on amongst them. Yeah. But can y'all go home yet? Are y'all allowed to go home yet? All right. So you see asaprocky he's working out around Harlem streets, trying to get his life together. And also I'm going to say what I said earlier. Hove, Jay-Z, you must address this stuff or it's never going to stop. They are still campaigning against you 24/7. You will see within the 23rd hour of yesterday, the 23rd hour within a 24-hour cycle. Somebody said your daily reminder. What you mean your daily reminder? You giving daily reminders of Jay-Z? That's what they're doing. Daily reminder, meaning they're not trying to let it go. They're being petty. The word is, this is what they're fighting against. But I tell them, they're going to keep bringing up everything. God, you know what I mean? Every week, I see somebody posting the salon stuff still to this day talking about it. They still talking about everything, man. Because it is a lot of people that are against them. But I told him he must address it. And then it'll stop. Why? Everybody had to address it. If ex-presidents, everybody had, guys, Whoopi Goldberg, y'all, they released text messages on Whoopi Goldberg and the straight text messages between Russell Wilson with Ciara. He was on the app list. You're going to see they all been hanging together. When they was at the Met Gala, who was with them? Russell Wilson and Ciara. When they was at Yankee Stadium, who was with them? Russell Wilson and Ciara. All names have been mentioned on the list. But the difference is Russell Wilson addressed it. I didn't know Jeff like that. I didn't know him like that. Somebody was trying to get me to rent a plane, but that's what same thing Whoopi Goldberg said was something about renting a jet, because I think that man was renting out jets. So I've been said over a year ago, months ago, I kept saying this is something that is not just gonna go away. He has to address it. He has to address it. Not to me, not to nobody else. He has to get on a real public platform and address this situation, and it will go away. God dang it, if Miss Hillary had to address it, if Miss Hillary and Billy had to get embarrassed and address it, you will see it went away. Meaning, you don't hear nothing about Hillary, you don't hear nothing about that no more. Meaning, they addressed it. So I told you they were sticking to the code of the old ways. They're sticking to the code of the community. No snitching. What goes on in this house stays in this house. Don't say nothing. Keep a secret. That's cool, but it's just not going to work in this situation. He has to give his blockbuster interview to put this thing to rest. Because they are antagonizing 24/7. And a lot of people know that. That's why I told you they had to rebrand. They got to get away from that stuff. Like I said, in my opinion, this is also them getting away from that last era. That's why I assume that was a grand closing of that era. That was a closing. It was a cash out and a closing of a past life that's gone. So what I notice is, if you pay attention, like it was said, this whole Yankee thing is a rebrand. Because it's also taken away from what? Rock Nation. So when Dame said he ain't seen no paper planes, you still see that Rockefeller plaque with the champagne. Get it? So there you got it. This is all the rebranding. So as you see, y'all, things are going in a different direction. And for those who just pulled up, Clyde Davis, this is his lover right here. And this is who we've been with for decades. And the word is, Clyde Davis is not giving him nothing. If he's not in the will, he is not getting nothing. If it's up to these are facts right here. If it's up to Clyde Davis' family to give that man money, that's what he got to bank on, because he's not getting nothing. Clyde Davis did not marry him on paper. And you know that was on purpose. Yes. So when Clyde Davis wrote that book, he was with this man right here. He was with him before he wrote the book. All right? So I told you I got all my clues about this industry from him over a decade ago. 10 years later, I would just watch it all play out. He was the one that put that thought in my head. And them executives like you, you'll be rich. Clyde Davis, 92 million, fortune, sparks family cash clash. Here you got it, y'all. Here you got it. This man will be left broke. Let's speed it up. An insider confided Greg was Clyde's family in every sense except on paper. They built a life together, but without a marriage certificate. Everything comes down to what's in the will. So something going on, y'all. Like all that money going to be gone. But like I said earlier, you are now about to watch Whitney Houston money get chopped up. You about to watch Biggie Smalls money get chopped up. Luther Vandross. That's right. Prince. That money about to get chopped up. Y'all got it? That's right. That family about to celebrate off all. Yeah. Hey, BT. Y'all know the culture. Y'all know the culture that made them rich. That money going, y'all literally watching that money get passed down to the next generations. And the other question is, are they going to own all the rights? Or what else in that category? Aretha Franklin? Huh? What's up? What else in there? Man, we'll keep going. Hey, man, was Aaliyah ever with Arista Records? Brandy and Monica was. That's all they money. All they money getting chopped up. Now we're going to see how everybody that was under him, this is what you're going to watch now. Now, remember, I was like, this the year for Unsung? This is what you watch. If I'm not mistaken, I even think, I want to say even Boys and Men was through that. I don't know, but This what you will see. Now you're going to see anybody that was signed to Clive Davis in their career history. Now you're going to start seeing who going broke. Now you're going to see who ain't getting another penny. Because if he ain't allowed to give you no more, see, before he alive, you might get hit up, Clive, can I get something? Now you're going to see they ain't going to be able to go back and get no more dollars. Yup. Meaning, anybody who did not put no money away from that whole legacy, that 30-year legacy, you're going to watch them go broke now, for real, y'all. They ain't going to be able to hide it no more. The funds is gone. The funds is gone. Y'all watching the funds about to get chopped up. Bye-bye, Biggie. All that money getting chopped up. Then what else been going on with Clyde? Y'all been noticing. Y'all see that Masters talk been quiet. Don't nobody know who got what Masters. Don't nobody know who got what to what to what. Who I know who we got for a fact. Angie Stone. He got all her stuff. You about to watch Angie Stone money get chopped up. Yes. Angie Stone, y'all mess around. I don't think she could read like that. She was like, she ain't know nothing for years. She ain't know nothing about paperwork, no nothing. Angie Stone claims she ain't know about publishing. She ain't know about royalties. Man, all her money, y'all. Yup. So y'all watching it now. The generational wealth about to get passed down. Meanwhile, Diddy out here selling his mansions. So you got it. That was Clive Davis' lover right there. Been with him for decades. So you, well, no more secrets, guys. It's just what it was. The legendary producer who discovered some of music's biggest names, including Whitney Houston and Aerosmith. It survived. He got 4 children, 8 grandchildren, 2 great-grandchildren, and a longtime partner, Greg, last. So now y'all see everybody else going to get that money before he get a dime. His kids might get $100 million apiece. His grandkids might get, you see what I'm saying? Ain't no telling. Now, everyone allegedly adored Greg, but money has a way of changing family dynamics. They love him, but they don't love him that much. So it's right here. A source told, like, you know, money has a way of changing family dynamics. People are already asking who gets what. So there you got it. Like the dinner thieves, like vultures, they're already trying to see how we going to chop this money up, man. They about to chop up all of Black entertainers' legacy net worth. Straight up. And a little bit of rock and roll, but if you know his artist, his career, they go that money. Then all you got to do is look at the net worth of everybody that was signed to him. But see, out of everybody that's good for a fact, I know for a fact, I can tell you right now, out of everybody signed to him, Jennifer Hudson. Because he was dating her at one point too. He was. When you seen Clyde with certain people a lot, he was dating. He set her up right. That's why when her contract ended, her show got renewed. So she's good for the next couple years. Now, it's not too many other people I know that's set straight. Now you got a clear view on this entertainment game. Y'all know everybody that was signed to these labels. Now you can see who got rights, who got their publishing, who's still working right now, who's still getting checks right now, who's set up for their future. See that? So she's set up for a future. That's why, to prove it, you should already know Jennifer Hudson's streams went up yesterday because she performed the national anthem yesterday in front of the whole world, the whole planet. And y'all must understand, for those who look at things in color, she was so-called a woman of color that sung the national anthem of this country with pride, dignity, and respect. And she put every other singer to shame, and she made your country look good in front of her president. And that's why she has a career. So I told y'all before, some of them will have careers and some of them won't. If you really pay attention to Jennifer Hudson, she did not run up under BET. That's why she has a diverse fan base. So for all of the people that have a diverse fan base, actually have talent, they will have careers. Now this evolves into Rick Ross. When I spoke about it before, Rick Ross was being trolled and dragged because he came out at the inauguration, but I told the world he's going to have a career. That means he will have a career. Now, you think about somebody was twerking on stage. They were twerking. Somebody was reading off their phone and was getting it wrong. I said, they ain't going to have no career. I said, but anybody you saw performing, they're going to have a career. Rick Ross. So what did Rick Ross tell us, y'all? Rick Ross told us he was not going to stop his money to perform for Jay-Z's concert. On this recap, y'all have y'all proof. Usher left his fans out back. Jeezy left his fans out back. Asaprocky left his fans out back. They canceled shows, y'all. They canceled their shows to go to his show like fans didn't already pay to see them. And they know when fans buy tickets, plans going to play. Tickets. That's one thing. Outfits. Rental cars. Flights. All this money being spent and they canceled for Jay-Z. So Rick Ross was telling us he understand he had fans waiting on him. He had bags to pick up. New York, Philly, he had things to do. So he was not going to stop his show for Jay-Z. So it actually played out in your face. When the question was asked, would you take $500,000 cash or a dinner with Jay-Z? Broke idiot said, I'll sit down with Jay-Z. Why? Because he can teach me stuff. All right, I'm asking you again. This one I knew y'all would look Jay-Z in his face and you ask yourself, do you think Jay-Z is going to tell you how to make money, how to be a millionaire? Why the hell would he do that? What are you going to teach you? Because I can learn from Jay-Z. So you can't get the $500,000 and learn on your own? What the hell is he? If he did teach you, look how long it's going to still take you to get $500,000. Told you, man. Those were trending topics they put out there to make him look good and you look like a fool. Rick Ross said, I got $500,000 to pick up. I'm not going to Jay-Z concert. Fool, I ain't a flunky like Usher. I ain't a flunky like Jeezy. I ain't doing that. And it was, I always gave Rick Ross the credit because he the one that let me know Jeezy was from Cleveland for real. Yes. He the one that exposed Jeezy. Jeezy really from Cleveland. Duh. Y'all ain't noticed Jeezy never had a down south accent, not once. Never had an Atlanta accent, not once. Jeezy from Cleveland, man. No, Atlanta meant get free money. It was a game they played. I showed you that with the young man. They were bringing people to places saying they from Atlanta was the spot. You bring somebody from anywhere, and you say they from Atlanta. They from if they from anywhere, knock off. Kentucky, Chattanooga, Tennessee, West Virginia, a lame-ass part of Ohio, you say they from Atlanta. Let them live in Atlanta for about a year. Let them get a name, and you say they from Atlanta. And then Atlanta, this is a trick. Atlanta be happy they got anybody that's anybody repping their city, they love it. So what happened was Atlanta was getting tricked to support anybody claiming Atlanta. And that's what they did. Meanwhile, half of them would knock off Atlanta people. So Rick Ross told you the truth. He said Jeezy really from Cleveland. Not even South Carolina, y'all. Not even North Carolina. Not even Memphis. He was from Cleveland. Young Jeezy grew up with LeBron, man, in basketball. You mess around and be like that. Nah, man. So he was saying, y'all always talk about me. Jeezy from Cleveland, fool. All right, so here you got it, man. Rick Ross mansion was never worth $100 million. That was an online fairy tale. Y'all big-ass kids that believe in fairy tales and spread them. Here go the facts. Rick Ross bought that mansion for $5.9 million. As an investor, as a person that knows real estate like many of you do, you can clearly see this was a good investment because it is now estimated over $30 million. You also are able to see he was smart enough to make money on his property. So I told you the joke was on Rick Ross. They joke on him. They joked on him, but he proved to y'all he's a winner successfully business-wise. He understood to make money off that land. He understood. See, the joke was he working his own land. He doing this. He broke. Nah, he was smart, y'all. He took advantage of every square inch, every piece of them acres he made money. He made sure he made money off it. Not just an idiot with a big-ass house, all this land for nothing. He made money off it. Smart. We bought it for 5.9 million last time. It was estimated. The value was over 30 million. Okay? So y'all know we looked at Floyd Mayweather, bad investments. Lizzo lost her house, bad investment. They wasn't even making their money back. Lizzo ain't even making money back off her house. Floyd Mayweather didn't even make his money back. Told you that's bad investment. They got jerked. Rick Ross made a nice flip. See that? He flipped. But Rick Ross tell you the truth. It's estimated over 30 million. But before that, they were lying online saying it's worth 100. I keep telling y'all, when it comes to urban news, you better fact check or you're going to make a fool out yourself. Did you know in this department, they do content for money and they got to do stuff for money? So when they don't have a topic, they'll make something up quick. Yeah. That's what they do, y'all. This comes from YouTube. This is a YouTube video. I screenshotted a YouTube video to prove my facts. In this department, it's lies 24/7. And you can monetize a lie. All right? It never was worth 100 million. It was never even worth over 50 million. Got it? All right. But for Rick Ross, it was a good investment. All right, Fantasyland. Now you're going to see Cassette got them losing their mind again. Now, Lizzo is so sorry, y'all. She's clout chasing Cassette. You know, they're trying to get a younger viewership. See, when they can't get no old, it's just like when we was young. They needed our young dollars to sustain. They needed us saying their name. So a lot of them that are broke, it's not a mistake. They on TikTok more than any app. I'm talking about them. They on TikTok, Snapchat more than any other app because they're trying to get a young fan base. All right? And you better watch Lizzo because she's nasty. So on top of that, it is being said right here. Here you got it. Lizzo says she is Team Drake. You got it. Here go your facts. She clout chasing Drake and Cassette, which means she really trying to get with the young generation. Lizzo, you know god daggone well your fan base was somebody else. Your fan base was big people, big, beautiful people. And your other fan base was very colorful. But now, since you flopping, what did I think gonna happen, y'all? Once she lost that weight, she pissed off her big fans. Did the same thing Monique did. I knew once she lost weight, she was gonna lose her money. Because she went hard as the face for the big woman. It's okay to be big. No, she tricked them big women to be proud of being big, unhealthy, and take their clothes off. Then what she did was lose her weight and put her clothes on. Yup. Meanwhile, there's a lot of big girls on Instagram right now stripping. That come from Lizzo. Y'all know damn well before Lizzo, there was no such thing as big girls stripping with their stomach out. That's because of Lizzo. All right, she influenced them a lot because they didn't want to accept she was more of an influencer than a damn singer. What you know Lizzo more for? Online twerking, then what? Singing. Got it? What she known for? Online in that damn house. This what made it funny. She was in that house her whole career. Then when she went to sell it, it wasn't worth nothing. Huh? She was on tour during a Renaissance tour. She got accused of abusing the dancer. Her tour stopped. After that, we ain't hear from Lizzo no more. She flopped. Y'all now had a proof. Clout chasing Drake. Yes. But it's also said, I think Drake sent her a gift. Yeah, I think Drake felt sorry for Lizzo flopping. I think he just bought her ass. Get it? Yeah. You're gonna be Team OVO now. I think he also doing this to piss somebody off. Lizzo was with somebody else. Get it? Lizzo was with somebody else. Lizzo was with BT. Just know everybody, when I say these words BT, it's cold words. Everybody with BT don't like is against Drake. Get it? Everybody with BT don't like Nicki. Everybody with BT don't like 47. See that? BT is a cold word. Yeah. Lizzo was down with BT, but now she Team Drake. As you can see, but why is she doing this? Because her career is in the trash. Lizzo came out and super flopped. Then when Beyonce came back out, Lizzo disappeared. That's what happened, y'all. Do y'all finally got the formula? No other female name shall be mentioned at the same time Beyonce's back rolling. You can come out when she's pregnant. You can come out when she's not doing nothing. But once she starts coming back out, y'all better clear that lane. And magically, you're going to see everybody disappear. No Megan Thee Stallion this summer. No Cardi B this summer. Somehow Lotto disappeared. No Sexy Red. No Lizzo. And no Rihanna neither. That's right. Now, Rihanna, you can hang around, but you can't be doing too much. All right, that's it. You got your little on stage. All right. All right, y'all. That's what happened. Young Miami, where's she at? Is anybody seeing Young Miami? Anybody? Anybody? Word is nobody saw Young Miami since she stepped off that tour. So, do you get it? Young Miami was about to go on tour, but now we don't know where Young Miami at. It's all clear now. It's all clear. Meaning, everybody's out the way. They got them a nice Yankee check. Yes, they did. They got a nice Yankee check. But y'all also know over the weekend, on your time, I wasn't on Instagram. I know it was on timeline. On y'all whole Instagram timeline the whole weekend. They kept showing Jay-Z with that watch. They were showing Jay-Z by the watch. They were showing Jay-Z with Shaq. They were showing them watch pictures. No, yeah. Because that accident that happened was not supposed to be online like that. Get it? That mysterious car that crashed into that driveway. No. So y'all, it wasn't just them. Drake was at the World Cup as well. Word is Drake lost 1.5 million betting. But Saquon Barkley, he got a worse treatment than Jay-Z and Beyonce. See, Jay-Z and Beyonce, somebody ran into their gate. But Saquon Barkley, they invaded his home while people was home. Now, according to the story, what I know, I don't think nobody got hurt. I don't know what happened, but the 29-year-old Eagles star family was inside as police hunt for a gang. So his whole house was raided by a gang, y'all. Because remember, y'all, they live in suburbs in certain areas. If a gang pull up to your driveway, 5 cars with 4 people in it, that's 20. They all strapped with 20. Each got a handgun in each hand. That's 40 guns right there. They can jump out of 5 cars with 40 guns, y'all straight up. Or 30 guns and 10 choppers. And hop your fence, what you gonna do? Everybody's vulnerable. So I'm trying to tell them all, their security better be like Fort Knox. 1 little weak-ass security, 2 little weak-ass security, that ain't enough. Because, see that man that went on Jay-Z and on property, he was a lunatic by himself. They lucky he was by himself, and they lucky he ain't had no firearm. Because I didn't hear no story of nobody's security guard busting a shot yet. So I'm showing you how it's things going on. Fans and regular people are getting desperate. And they understand that these people are targets. Part of it is they've been showing off. The people that have been showing off the most online are the most targets now. Anybody know when they get hot in the summer, it's robbing season. If I can show you in New York City, they are knocking elderly people upside their head. They are taking women's pocketbooks. What you think those same people will do when it's time to hop those fences? They're not robbing no banks. They understand going into a celebrity house is a low risk compared to a bank. That's what's happening. But see, you must remember all the stuff they showed off in that house. All that gold, all them diamonds, all them watches, all that money, all that designer, all that merchandise. They also have been showing off their home blueprints. See? They've been showing off they inside their house design, outside the house design. They've been showing off a lot, y'all. So guess what? Somebody been watching Floyd Mayweather for 10 years straight. He in that same mansion. They know exactly where the closet at with the designer. They know exactly where that safe was at. See, that told you people's doing dumb stuff. And on top of that, don't forget this, even their own friends can set them up now. So yes, they really in a world where they need tight security. Now, how would you feel if you was an entertainer, you was anybody, period, and somebody broke in your home while your family there, a home invasion. So you know what they could have did to his family, right? Now you also want to see it is more stuff happening to them than in the hood. Why? The hood is broke. So it ain't gonna be a lot of robberies. The robberies are moving to the suburbs. That's what you're watching. All right. Meanwhile, also showed you that Al Roker had a breach in security. A sick man went up to NBC looking for Al Roker, like Al Roker from the hood, and they want to come to Al Roker to bring him smoke. So allegedly, somebody was looking for Al Roker to do something to him. But he ran into the other guy to the right, and he was scared and thought he was going to be attacked. So they had to put out an order of protection. So I'm showing you this thing with these celebrities are getting weird, y'all. It's getting close to home. So this happens the same weekend as Jay-Z and the property getting ran up on. Craig Melvin and Al Roker now have court order protection following a security breach at NBC Rockefeller Center Studios. So somebody got on that property that's not supposed to be there. So last week, this all in 1 week. Last week, they got up in Yankee Stadium. They was not supposed to be there. Breach security, man, they got in without being checked. So last week, Yankee Stadium, a breach. That same week, NBC, a breach. Somebody got in there looking for drama with nobody stopping them. So as you see, that he get order protection. The man was searching for Al Roker and confronted Melvin while allegedly using a racial slur. So you know what that racial slur was? So they paranoid, y'all. They scared. Weird things are happening. People better get their own security. That's all I can say. So other than that, you see everybody trying to hang around Kai Cenat for that clout. Kai Cenat is the clout. Drake is the clout. Right now, the truth is the new generation is Kai Cenat, Drake, and Druski, and a few others. Streamers trying to be streamers. Now, I'm going to tell you again. The new thing is what people do not get. I'm not talking about Kai Cenat. It is many people on YouTube right now. They in contracts. A lot of people have been taking contract deals because meaning contract streamer deals is the new record deals. So remember what I told you, a lot of people work for people? You will see they be online working like it's a job. They got to keep posting and posting and posting and making clips and posting. They got to work. Yo, a lot of people have put themselves in internet bondage. Yes. You know why? You watching what happened, y'all. You know what happened? You watch people that sold out for fame. I'm not talking about Kai Cenat. I'm talking about all them people running that school bus. How they sell out for fame? Well, it's very simple. You can make yourself a household name on these apps by yourself. You can make yourself bigger than Kai Cenat. Oh, but remember when I told you, ain't nobody going viral and ain't nobody going to be big. Didn't I tell you nobody going to be bigger than them? But in reality, it was a time anybody could be bigger than the next person. Because going viral was organic. But I spoke to y'all a couple years ago. For the new people, I said ain't nobody going viral no more. Which means nobody going to be a household name star sensation overnight. So, this the new thing. A lot of people put themselves in bondage. So being that a lot of people didn't want to build their own channel from scratch, they signed with major companies, even people like Gilbert Arenas. A lot of them in contract. Shannon Sharp in a contract. A lot of them in contract. No disrespect, they in contracts. Because they didn't want to build up piece by piece and block by block by block by block. That's why I say on this channel, I built everything by block, just like everybody else did. So we always going to be on a certain level because they play the game of influence. Influence means who got the most numbers, but to have the most numbers, you must be in a contract. So a lot of your people online acting like they're independent, but no, they got managers and they ass in contract. But what if I told you A lot of managers are finding these poor people that want to be stars and get money off them by signing their ass in contract. Now they got to work online every day. They got to pull shenanigans. They got to pull stunts. They got to work. I ain't talking about Kai Senate neither, because I already, brands behind Kai Senate. This ain't about Kai Senate. It's about all the wannabe Kai Senates. That's what you're watching. This is no different than a rap game. One rapper makes it, they all want to be rappers. So that's what Streamer University. See, you have to go to Streamer University because you can't create your own Streamer University. And another thing I threw at y'all, y'all don't understand that this internet was your last form of freedom, your last form of businesses. When I say it's no more urban community, it's no more community because you didn't get this is the community. But since you brought so much negativity to the Facebook community, you brought negativity to the YouTube community, you have proved you can't even exist in a virtual community. These are facts. But y'all didn't get this, the truth. Online was the last form of natural organic freedom. Freedom of speech, freedom of business, freedom of merchandising, freedom of networking, freedom of making a household name for yourself. But everybody in the end put themselves in bondage. They failed all these new rules and regulations. Now it's an AI takeover, and the AI takeover is the reason why I was telling you nobody's going to go viral no more, be big. And now you're going to see why, especially on YouTube, people be posting YouTube videos like they lost their mind because they in contracts and they have to work every single day. See the difference? So shout out to everybody on here that stayed independent. You're free. This is what I mean by it's not about numbers no more. They trick to chase numbers when they don't know. You can be a regular ass YouTube and sell. You guys, it's like this right now. Honestly, nothing in the world is stopping me from selling all the merch I want on YouTube right now. I can sell all the merch I want. Which means ain't nothing stop me from making no million selling merch right here. What I say, it's not about views no more. It's not. I can make YouTube about me just selling merch. Meaning, man, my YouTube numbers based on how much merch I sell. I don't care about no views. See? Well, I can just have 1,000 subs. I can just have 1,000 members and just sell merch and be all right. It's not about numbers. Told you. But they the ones chasing numbers. Now, this is the thing. They don't own a channel. When you're in a contract, you don't own your channel. And what else you don't own? You don't own the rights to the merch sold on the channel neither. See that? So you don't get all the money. Meaning I can be a small-time YouTuber and make more money than any big YouTuber on here in a contract because they're idiots. It's that simple, y'all. It's that simple. All right? It's that simple. So once again, I want y'all to get this clear. Your people chase clout and fame so much, they actually put themselves in bondage again. Because they always want the money and fame up front. These are devices you can grind your own lane, but they want it up front. They in contracts, y'all. Yes. So when I told you certain channels' numbers got to look good because they ass in contract and that company going to make sure their numbers good, but it has nothing to do with them making money. All right? So now you got it. The reality is LIZZO was only an Instagram sensation. Now you're watching, like I said, it's going to be a time where everybody's going to fail. When I told them all on this recap, it was a big pyramid scheme. Everybody's going to fail. Once the executives went to jail, no more checks. Then your top rappers, from Kanye to jayz, your billionaires, they start taking losses. Then I said after them, it's going to be media. After media, it's also going to be sports media. Then you start seeing people in media, Shannon Sharp get charges kicked off TV. Bingo. It's all a chain of command. If you pay attention, you will see it all did not start happening concurrently till somebody got in trouble. Now, I told you they're not going to come back. I also said this year will be the bloggers and the crash of media. Bingo. Now you're watching that. You also learning that they taking things into their own hands. They don't give the bloggers the exclusive content no more. They drop it themselves. All right? We gave y'all this haircut stuff to play with. So that's where we at now. Now I'm saying all of that because things have really changed. Either you're popping now or you're not. Either you're moving merch or you're not. Either you're moving sales or you're not. Either you got real subscribers, real members, or nobody cares. So y'all watching the new generation already sold out, huh? And you watching they chasing the same dream we chase. What's that? I want to be a rapper. I want to be this. I want to be this. I want to be on TV. I want to be a drug dealer. It's the same dream, y'all. What's the other joke? They not at this at a real college university. They doing this for a streamer university. So, man, it's nothing but entertainment. And the dream must always continue. But a lot of them are in contract. You also know what that means? Some of them are in certain deals and got managers. So if I got a manager and I'm a streamer, my manager can get me hooked up with this consented event. Yes, managers are now pimping streamers like they did the rap game, y'all. Which means, people putting themselves in bondage. And with this online thing, numbers are not guaranteed. So that's why a lot of people trapped up. Not consented, though. He's all right. Everybody that want to be consented, they gonna learn how they learn. So now you got it, y'all. Run and tell a friend, y'all. It's official. Lizzo says she's Team Drake on consented show. So you watching Lizzo try to get some of his fan base. Every washed up entertainer tries to go on his show. All right? You got it. It's a fact she flopped. She tried to go on the show. Then I think Drake is using her for a publicity stunt because he knows Lizzo's in the toilet. So I know Drake is a troll. Everybody turned their back on Lizzo in America. So I think Drake trying to be funny and say, you can rock with me, Lizzo. I think that's what Drake said, y'all. He said, you can come rock with me. Here you got it. I think Drake just really wanted her to say that. And I think Drake going to turn his back on Lizzo. I just think he tricked her to say I'm Team Drake. You get it? Meanwhile, Drake ain't going to have nothing to do with her. So here you got it, man. If this is true, this is actually Lizzo switching sides. If it's true, this is her switching sides, y'all. Get it? All right. So on that note, I'm not going to hold y'all on this Monday. We went long enough, y'all. Catch the replay. Oh, yeah, New York is plagues. Stay tuned, y'all. It's Legionnaires going around. Legionnaires. I don't know what that is. 3 people are unalive from that. You also got West Nile virus, mosquitoes. I'm going to tell all y'all, get that off spray. Get the off spray to be extra safe. All right? 3 plagues hit. Toxic air, toxic mosquitoes, Legionnaires. All right? So keep your mask and keep your sanitizers, keep all that. On that note, on this Monday, we going to get out of here. Hey, yo, damn, I think Ho's still trolling you, bro. Yup. I think when he got a new Rockefeller chain made, but on some real talk, Dame, I think for you to troll Jay-Z back, I think you got to get one made too, bro. Yeah. Also, LeBron James had on his Rockaway chain too. Yes, he did. Oh, I saw fake news said LeBron James got picked in Philly. How many of y'all saw that? It was to the point where if I ain't fact check it, it said LeBron James just takes $40 million to sign with Philadelphia. I'm like, man, I go fact check, man, it's straight BS. Y'all enjoy y'all week. Y'all enjoy y'all Monday. Thank you very much, James. We're going to get out of here for real this time, y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all Monday. Y'all enjoy y'all week, and I'll see y'all later. We out.